raw and unrehearsed. You're watching Real TV.
Welcome back. Here's what's coming up. Real TV viewers show off their unusual talents. First, those who sing in the shower, and the man who whistles so nicely, he put it on tape. All that coming up. But right now, the man who takes his video camera to the farthest corners of the earth. What he's looking for is something you don't want to find, unless, of course, you have a cast iron stomach. Here's our John Johnston.
I felt like I was dreaming. It was really hard to believe that I was actually in the jungle. My Indian guide sensed a lot more than I did.
It's a daring and dangerous trek through a land that time forgot, the Amazon jungle.
The dangers of the Amazon became more evident to me everywhere we went.
But this unique video voyage into the heart of darkness is well worth the risk for this explorer. He's searching for ancient recipes.
Welcome to another edition of The Exotic Kitchen. I'm your host, Nick Payne.
The courageous chef is Nick Payne, the nation's only culinary archaeologist.
We're going to take this boat approximately 2.5 days upriver. We'll visit with some tribes that were cannibals not too long ago. I'll show you some cooking techniques and a lot of other things that you might not have seen on television before.
Armed with just a home video camera that he operates by himself at arm's length, Nick makes his way through the Amazon, enduring the sweltering heat.
By 9:30 a.m., it was already 100 degrees.
Americans don't seem to be very good jungle people.
Man-eating fish.
This right here is the feared piranha.
Snakes.
I was within about 10 inches from stepping on the back of this snake, and had I done so, I would have been dead within 24 hours.
And even cannibals in order to stock his exotic kitchen.
The Bora were feared. They were cannibals. They were unmanageable. And although I felt like I was their friend, it seemed that sometimes there was danger. An apparent delicacy here in the jungle are these huge water rats. This today seemed to be our only form of meat.
Although the menu doesn't sound very appetizing to us, these dishes are staples of the Amazon diet.
This is the feet of the turtle, and it's mixed together with some spaghetti.
But even this iron-stomached exotic chef has his limitations.
In my head, I try not to think what they used to be.
This, I thought and was told, was deer meat. Although I was busy filming, I didn't have time to realize that it wasn't a deer at all. It was a sloth.
After the main course, the chef treks into the jungle and finally finds some familiar dessert.
This is the famous cacao tree. It's famous because we have taken it to our hearts as chocolate. This is the only place we get our chocolate.
His 4-month journey down the Amazon River took its toll on this archaeologist, but Nick promises some more good eating and eye candy real soon.
I didn't get a whole hell of a lot of sleep, but it was great seeing them and seeing what they're all about, because their way of life is disappearing quickly. So I want to thank you for joining me here on The Exotic Kitchen, and we'll take you to some other places a little bit later on.
That's right, and tomorrow, Nick takes us to Greece, Italy, and Mexico. But it's not like any tour you've ever seen. Nick samples such delicacies as grilled iguana and a unique booze that shares its bottle with a poisonous snake. That's tomorrow on Real TV, but we'll be right back.
Up next, the new weapon in the war on crime. Why this man loves to whistle in the wind. And any idea who this is? We'll be right back.
Well, we'd love for you to be part of the fun as well. Here's how to send us a copy of your wedding video. Just give us a call toll-free at 1-888-REAL-TV1. We'll be right back.
Still ahead, deep in the jungle, riding the Amazon, searching for gourmet food.
Not much choice. Well, shows about food have become very popular on TV. After all, everybody eats. But we've got tape of a man whose food show takes you to places where the natives' idea of food is very different from ours. Here's our correspondent, John Johnston.
So far, we haven't seen any snakes or anything that'll do any harm to us.
He's trekked into the deep, dark jungles of the Amazon, traveled to the far reaches of the Orient.
It was here that Alexander the Great learned from his father the act of war,
and ventured where ancient warriors have fallen. This unique video voyager is Nick Payne, the nation's only culinary archaeologist. With a home video camera mounted at the end of a pole, Nick covers kitchens at the four corners of the earth in search of exotic recipes.
And over here we have some octopus and some squid. Got also made in soy sauce. It's absolutely excellent. Take a look at what he's doing.
Nick always shoots his own video. He can't get a cameraman to travel with him. Maybe it's because of the menu.
It's now 4 in the morning, and Lupita here is the owner of the restaurant, and she's going to prepare a traditional dish, which is iguana.
The cuisine may not always look appetizing to us, but these dishes are delicacies in their native land.
Snakes are feared throughout the world. Why? Because like all poisonous snakes, such as this one, you could die in a matter of seconds if bitten. Then why in the world would someone take a poisonous snake and place it inside of a bottle of alcohol? This is the habu or mamushi snake from the island of Okinawa. It is bottled with the poison still in it. This $150 bottle is unique.
And what we have here is, of course, the goat head, which is awaiting its preparation. Over here we have the big bucket of intestines. And what he's doing right now is he's taking each intestine, which is about 20, maybe 30 feet long, and putting a little bit of water inside of it like a balloon, and that water serves to push all the waste products completely out of the intestines. So that's how you clean them.
And no matter what they're serving, Nick always samples what he shoots.
This is the iguana. After all of this work, very, very interesting. It tastes like any other meat. I would say something between rabbit and frog.
Sounds yummy, Nick, but we'll just settle for the videotape.
So thanks for joining me here on The Exotic Kitchen. I'm your host, Nick Payne. And remember, try something different. It'll make a difference in your life.
Monday on Real TV.